Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to go home because the people that I had trying to snake out and unclog the sewer were not able to accomplish that simple task. So I have to drive 26 hours back home and do it myself and determine if it is a clog or something else. So there's Paul right in the center. We said our goodbyes, and Paul's going to hang out here for another couple days and then wander around through Arizona. And yeah, I had plans to go over into Utah, but that's all right. I will hold off and do it next year with the lovely Miss Kelly. Okay, so as you can see, it is snowing now. We've got the fridge switched over to electric, so we're running on solar and my 30 amp Victron DC-DC charger, taking care of the truck camper lithium batteries. But yeah, this is a cool place. Had a good time here. Paul and I hiked up that little mountain back there and saw a bunch of stuff. Very cool. All right, let's get this show on the road. These are all the pecan trees out here in around the town of Bishop, I think it is. So very nicely shaped, very nicely aligned. Both sides of the road. So I guess this here is like a big pecan industry area. And the sign says these are pistachio trees. See this here? They just planted that within the last 2 days. Still see the tracks of farm equipment or construction equipment. See right there coming in and off of there. So that's pretty cool. I just planted that in the time that I've been here for 2 days. That was fast. So it looks like they are working on this area now. If you see the heavy equipment back there, they just graded that whole field here just not long, within a day or two. Okay, gonna pass under the freeway here, but there's no access to the freeway here. I'll have to go in through town. But here is the big pecan farm here, National Pecan, and it looks like they're closed. I'm not sure if they had a farm store or not. I was thinking of going through there, but apparently not today. Okay, so there you see another field there. Okay, time to hit the main road. Okay, so this here is Bishop, and it's like an abandoned town. There's just nothing here really. It's all Skeeter's Tavern. That would have, anything called Skeeter's would have to be fun. Burnt down. Now coming up here is kind of a cool building, I thought. Here's the old corner store. But look at this old teepee structure. Wonder what that would have been. It's concrete. Interesting. There's another abandoned place. Looks like they're painting it, but it's abandoned. That's all abandoned. So this looks like some kind of like a retirement community or something. There's a building for sale by owner. It looks kind of like it might have been a saloon. And we've got this here abandoned building here. Okay, and there's that house over there. Kind of an interesting fence arrangement. Okay, and so that is all the town of Bishop. Just kind of sad to see it just all abandoned like that. All right. All right, let's see how my chains are doing. That's holding. That's holding. All right, let's see how it goes. See my blizzard? See my blizzard? Yeah, we got ourselves a nice little snowstorm going here. We got this guy, and you can see the other truck back there. Fortunately, they're not crashes, but this guy here, he's slipped off the side of the road, so he's kind of fucked. Here's the bathroom, and we're just having a little bit of sun peeking through, but that'll be gone in a second. That was a fortuitous bathroom stop. Anyway, and here we are, just cruising on down, or up, 395. You can see how much snow is on the road. There's probably going to be other trucks stuck out here. But we've got a couple of inches on the road here, that's for sure. So I'm just taking it nice and easy. 35. Got my chains on. Let me recenter my map. Come on, recenter. There we go. Okay, so we're just cruising along here. Don't need my wipers on now. But yeah, that state trooper, he was the only person behind me. He was about 5 minutes behind me. So that's going to be about the end of our little sun break, eye of the storm. And then, well, I assume that it'll be back to blizzard, but look at that, ain't that pretty up there? So at least now I can see the condition of the road. Before it was just a whiteout blizzard, and I was doing about 15 miles an hour. Yeah, when you do this, you gotta slow down and take it easy, because that guy doesn't know there's trouble ahead. Okay, that's enough film for now. If we get a blizzard going, I'll show you. So here you see, we're back into the blizzard right now. And we've got a good 30-mile-an-hour gust blowing across on us too. So let us Yes, enjoy. That's just a car. Truck. Okay. Got my CB on, but I'm not hearing anybody. And we've got seriously blowing wind right now. CB radio is kind of useless. But, you know, you have to look at the snow against a tree. You see it going there? But yeah, this is really kind of snowy Nastyville. There's somebody's hay barn. BLM fire station somewhere up here. Cattle, next 12 miles. Oh, there's a snow gauge. The rear window is caked in snow now. And I just wiped it too. I guess the snow is blowing faster than I'm moving. So anyway, another 40-50 miles until I get to Alturas, and then I will just find myself a nice parking lot for the night. Alright. So I got the snowplow going here, but it's hogging up the whole road, and it's not really moving that much snow on the surface, and I would like to be able to get around him if he would pull his butt over. I was doing about 30 miles an hour, and 30 miles an hour gets me in Alturas a lot faster than 20 miles an hour. Alright. And there you see the lovely weather that we're driving in right now. I'm only doing about 25. And when a semi goes by you, there's about a 15 or so second blind spot from all the snow blown up. This is the area where I saw all those antelope on the way here, on the way down to Quartzsite. I doubt I'm going to see them tonight, though. They probably went over, checked into a hotel, B&B. I said, screw this, we're staying in for tonight. Kind of snow, it's I think it's better to drive without your high beams on. There's high beams, well, I don't know, hard to say, it depends on the intensity. Look at all the ice accumulated on my running boards, the springs, the airbags on the rear and the rear leaf springs, everywhere. Road ice is just packed in. You can see the ice packed in on my rear deck and around the windows, over the water heater. Ice everywhere. That blizzard was so intense. Anyway, I am very thankful that Grocery Outlet said that I could park and camp overnight in their lot. There's the skylight with ice frozen to it. So here we are in Alturas, California. The manager of Grocery Outlet was nice enough to let me camp over here overnight. You can see off in the distance there are still clouds that way. They ran a snowplow in here last night, but they didn't mess with me. That's my second pair of chains. The first pair of chains broke because there was a lot of bare pavement, and it's such a pain to get out, put chains on, take them off, put them on, put them off, that I just left them on because I was expecting a lot more bare pavement than or a lot more snow on the ground because it was blizzard conditions. So this side here, I just had to change the bungee cord over on the other side, and this one here seems to be okay. So, all right. So this is a beautiful morning today. Look at those blue skies. I woke up to 5 degrees. It feels like it's warmed up quite a bit now. The back of the truck camper was completely dusted in snow from the blizzard and road. You can see my water heater here has kind of like frozen. So, okay, well, let us hit the road. 9 hours to go, but that's at 70, and I'm only going to be able to do 35 until I get out of the snow and ice. Chains are mandatory. All right. There are the road conditions. Snow and ice. Chains required, all vehicles. There's cows in the field. This here field is untouched. Kind of pretty. And here's what happens when you have a big truck go by. You get this big blast here. It's not as bad today as it was. There's a snowplow. I prefer when the snowplows aren't around because they rip the snow up off the pavement, and that causes trouble for the chains because now you're on pavement, not snow, and when you're on pavement, then you destroy your chains. So if they want us to keep using chains, they should grade it down only to where there is enough snow that your chains aren't going to be hidden on pavement. Just my opinion. Otherwise you have to get out and put them on, put them off, put them on, put them off, and it takes too much time. We're already kind of locked into 30, 35 miles an hour, more if it's got snow. So I made 40 miles an hour yesterday, but that's because I had like 3 inches of snow on the ground, and then whatever was on the pavement below that. So, all right, I'm gonna drive. So we're on a past the Modoc National Forest or something. But look at those beautiful blue skies. Before long. National Forest access, 1/4 mile, Something tells me not many people are accessing it. So I'm making 40 miles an hour now. Got snow on the road, so I'm okay. So it looks like you could probably go camping down there. They have the road that's graded. All right. So far, so good. The weather is in my favor, but it's cold. It's like zero up here. All right. Coming up here on the left is a snowplow that went into the ditch. It's a big dump truck type, and if you look, it doesn't appear that there are any chains on the rear wheels. So, I thought that was kind of interesting. It looks like it lost its load. Okay, we have entered into a forest area. So I'm not sure exactly what these trees are. There might be cedar, looking at the bark. Of course, it's California. They could be redwood. And as you can see, we have a long straightaway ahead of us. No traffic whatsoever on the road today. Just like maybe 5 cars I've seen in the last over an hour. Not many critter tracks either. You look around through the snow and you might see like what I'm guessing are bunny tracks, but no big deer, elk, anything like that. So here's a park here, but or some sign in there closed. But I am enjoying just having a nice drive through here on my private road. It's beautiful. Couldn't have done a better job myself frosting all the trees in white, fresh, powdery snow. We're just hovering at about 40 miles an hour. Okay, so let us keep going. If anything exciting happens, I shall let you know. Okay, we are coming up on some sort of an accident. Oh, it's a semi down the hill. This is the second semi. We just passed one that was in town, laying in a ditch. So he's almost onto the railroad tracks. Go. Transferring all the cargo now. Bummer, dude. path limit, I guess. All right. After 1,200 miles of driving, 3 days in blizzard and other interesting conditions, I made it home, and the camper is covered in dirt and filth. Gonna have to wash that off. It is off the truck for the first time in a year and a half, and my first stop before getting the rooter for the drain is Dick's Hamburgers. And there you go, kiddos. After 2 different plumbers, $500 each, not opening up the drain, I drive home 1,200 miles, 3.5 days of driving through blizzards and rotten conditions, and I rent the 5/8 inch rooter, come home, run the rooter down the sewer line, and presto, what do you know? Old Jeff clears the drain in about 45 minutes time, running the snake in and out a few times. There'll be a full video on it. The full video ends right where the drain clears. The battery in the GoPro died, but there you go. Leave it to Jeff.